Wow. You hear the ambient noise? You hear the illegal immigrants cutting the grass out there? You hear the airplane? No? Alright guys, welcome to Smile Style Philosophy. I, of course, am the Legendary SMYLZ Peep Game. And I'm continuing on with a series of YouTube videos explaining to you why the Man of Steel sucked. In my last video, I explained that we didn't get an emotional attachment to the Kents and why they were so important to Clark. We didn't get a chance to see what type of parents that Jonathan and Martha Kent were. We didn't get to see the type of bond that Clark had with his mom, or the bond that Clark had with his father, or the bond that the mother had with the father. We didn't get to see what type of relationship that Jonathan Kent had with Martha Kent. They just knew that Jonathan and Martha Kent were a part of the mythology, so they had to throw them in there, and certain aspects had to be put in there, such as the death of Jonathan Kent. Here it is. You knew it was going to happen, so here. In this video, I know this had to bother even the people that liked the movie. This had to bother them too. The unexpected importance of Lois Lane. That was the weirdest come about. All right. I'm starting from the beginning. The reoccurring theme again. I'm going to keep saying it. The movie assumes we know who Lois Lane is already and what type of character she is. That's what the movie assumes. But they didn't establish how important she was to anybody. They didn't establish how important Lois Lane was to the Daily Planet, to Metropolis, to Superman, or to General Zod for some reason. For some reason, General Zod thought that Lois Lane was important. But we never understood why he did. I still don't know why he just happened to seem like Lois Lane was relevant to something. I really didn't get it. And I still don't get it. Even if I'm supposed to get it, I'm rejecting the way they tried to give it to me. That was poor. That was bad. That sucked. Alright. So, in the beginning of the movie where we see who Lois Lane is, of course, she's doing her usual reporter snooping, which is okay. Then they show her with a daily tit-for-tat with Perry White. At this point, it's kind of okay, but I'm already disappointed because they show Lois Lane taking her own pictures, and the first thing I thought was, what the fuck was Jimmy Olsen? Where's Jimmy? Why is Jimmy not taking the pictures for Lois? Why is Lois Lane taking her own pictures? Where's Jimmy? Jimmy wasn't there. Jimmy wasn't there. Okay? So Lois Lane, in traditional Superman fashion, you can't blame the writers for this, and you can't blame the producers for this, she gets herself way in over her head. That has to be in any incarnation of Superman. Smallville, comic books, movies. Lois Lane has to find herself in a predicament that's way over the top. I get that. So that happened. But in this instance, when Superman, of course, comes to her rescue, we didn't see how the attraction developed. I could get it from Lois Lane's point of view, the Superman saved you, but from Clark's point of view, he didn't show any signs that he was interested in her. He didn't. In any of the scenes depicting Clark Kent or Kal'El and Lois Lane, they didn't show why Kal'El was impressed with her, or why he liked her, or why he trusted her. They didn't show any of that. They just showed them talking every now and then. Then they chronologically jumped to other spots. Then all of a sudden they kissed at the end. Where did that come from? Where was the initial attraction? Where was the glare in the eyes? Where was the flirtation? It wasn't there. I'm quite sure even the people that liked the movie had to admit, all right, the kissing of Lois Lane and Superman, that came from out of nowhere. That came from out of nowhere. It did. There was no reason for that. There was no justifiable reason for that. If there was a reason for that, the movie did a poor job explaining what the reason was. Why did these people like each other? They didn't even do anything with each other. They just had abysmal conversations with each other. Now all of a sudden they're madly in love. Or, once again, reoccurring theme. I'm going to say it again. Say it with me. The writers assume we already knew that Clark Kent was attracted to Lois Lane, or Superman was attracted to Lois Lane, so they didn't have to explain it. They just had to make sure they depicted it on screen. Hey, you know what? When it comes down to the Superman mythology, you do know that Superman has a thing for Lois Lane, so make him kiss somewhere in the movie so the audience knows that we understand. Yeah, we understand that you know that Lois Lane and Superman have a thing for each other, but you did a poor job of explaining it to us, being that it's a reboot. You had to establish that. You can't just assume we know it. If it's a reboot, you have to go into it. How, why, what, who? Questions. It's all questions. You have us with so many questions. I have an answer to the question. The answer is because you're supposed to already know. But what makes you think I came to see a movie where I already knew? You packaged it as a reboot. It's a reboot. You're supposed to explain, even if I know everything about this man, you're supposed to still tell me as if I don't know. That's the point of a reboot. I'm sorry. I'm continuing on with more reasons why the Man of Steel sucked in the following videos. I want to sip away. Hold on.